And any thought given to whom you might hand over the keys?
Why, madam, that is very forward.
And you're no fun. We're all friends here now, aren't we?
Well, Jerry is on the paperwork as a stopgap, but even she'd be the first to admit that she couldn't really do the job.
What a tease, folks.
Just whisper it in my ear.
Just, you can...
Well, you know.
Oh, for sake, Dad, just tell him it's gonna be me.
Are you ready for some football?
What's up, guys? It's been a while. Quite a hectic summer. Succession has been actually one of the better parts of the summer so far. However, at a football level, it's been really, really boring. We're in the thick of the NFL dead period. It's a couple weeks until training camps start, and I'm really bored. I decided to put together a series of videos about my personal predictions on the upcoming season, more specifically predictions on individual players and how their fantasy seasons will turn out. This series is not going to bombard you with a bunch of statistics, but rather I'll give you what my gut is telling me based on the information that I have. I could use all the cutting edge stuff like, statistical projections, machine learning, AI, crypto, blockchain, like all that shiz. However, I'd rather just trust my gut. It's more fun to play fantasy football that way anyway. In honor of the new QB documentary that Netflix put out today, which I'm excited to watch, I'll start with QBs. So let's go through the projected QB leaderboards for fantasy, and I'll give you a few predictions along the way. Before we do that, little low energy. I gotta get my drink on. Yeah, this is Narra. It's an oat milk latte, black milk tea. It's pretty delicious. During that afternoon crash, if you will, this helps refresh me, get my little caffeine boost to finish out the day strong. So, without further ado, let's get to the list. All right, let's pull up the leaderboards here. Keep in mind the projections are aligned to the NFL Replica Association scoring. In this league, QB is a very important position. The stats are a little inflated for QBs, but it reflects how valuable a QB is in the NFL. So that's why it might seem a little high if you're not in the NRA. Let's see, we've got Patrick Mahomes up top. That's no surprise. Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson at 3. He had an offseason due to injury last year, but number 3 is not too far-fetched. I give him that. I have no concerns of him returning to that level of QB play. Got Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow rounding up the top 5. That's all fine and dandy, but then we have Justin Fields at 6. I don't like that. It's all purely based on his rushing upside. I think defenses are going to adjust and game plan better for him this season. And he hasn't shown anything as a pocket passer, really. 6 is pretty generous. I don't like that at all. I'd actually put him outside the top 12, to be honest. Justin Herbert, I think he belongs in the top 5. It's hard to say when you've got these 5 at the top, but Justin Herbert has a new offensive coordinator that's going to move the ball downfield. Justin Herbert is an elite quarterback option, and that was even with a very conservative offense with Joe Lombardi. So I definitely mark him as a top 5 QB. I don't know who falls out. Moving on, we have Trevor Lawrence at 8, Deshaun Watson at 9. Those are good projections for them. I think Trevor Lawrence continues to ascend. Deshaun Watson, I think he gets back to his elite level of play. Cleveland is a sneaky contender, to be honest. Kirk Cousins at 10, Dak Prescott at 11, Tua at 12. Pretty typical. I think Tua goes down to mid QB2, so this is a little high for him. If I were a betting man, I bet he doesn't make it through the season. It's kind of difficult after seeing what he went through last season. You almost hope he does play the whole season, but it's concerning for sure. Aaron Rodgers at 13. I think he sneaks into the top 12, probably replacing Justin Fields and Tua, one of those two. I think he is on a mission. He's very motivated. He's out to prove that he has a lot more left in the tank, and a change of scenery will probably do really good for him. I have him as a bona fide QB1 this upcoming season. The Jets are an ascending team. He's going to be super motivated to win a Super Bowl, and the Jets are the team that he can do it with. Russell Wilson at 14, garbage. I am a little biased per se, but yeah, I don't think he's that good. I think he showed his true colors last season. Sean Payne can't help him. He's going to be low-end QB2 in my eyes. Daniel Jones, 15. I think this is a good spot for him. I view him as a high-end QB2. He has rushing upside, of course, and another year in Brian Daboll's system. He's going to be a lot more comfortable in this offense, and they added a lot of weapons on the receiving end. You just got to hope Saquon plays. Geno Smith at 16. I do think he takes a step back. It's going to be hard to match what he did last season, despite adding Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think there's more tape on how to play him. Defenses are going to game plan better after a year of Geno Smith being great. Moving on, Anthony Richardson has been just flying up on draft boards, flying up projections, but he might not even start. Gardner Minshew is probably going to be the starter for some time, and that's going to limit Anthony Richardson's finish on the season. Even then, I don't think he's a good quarterback. He's too raw of a prospect. It's going to take him a little bit of time to get up to the NFL standard. There is a lot of rushing upside, but that's all there is for him. Maybe defenses figure that out quickly. We'll see. It'll be interesting. I am a huge Gardner Minshew fan, so I'm hoping he starts the whole season. We'll see. Jared Goff at 18. I think he's going to be good. Quite a great way that he stepped up last season and showed that he belongs in the league, saving his career, really. I have him as a high-end QB2. Bryce Young, 19. I think Bryce Young's going to be a bust. He's too small. I mean, I don't know if you saw some of the images from training camp, him standing next to his lineman. He looks tiny out there. I don't care how good you are. If you're getting hit, and as a rookie QB, you're gonna get hit. It's not good. My gut is telling me he's not gonna last. We'll see. We'll see if this ages well. Jordan Love, jury's out on him. I don't think he'll be like his two predecessors before him at all. Not going to be anywhere near that level. But can he be a consistent starter? We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. But if he is, I don't see him being better than Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre. So, Packers fans, temper your expectations. Got Matthew Stafford at 21. That's really low. I think he's got a chance to redeem himself. The Rams are probably not going to be competing in a lot of games still. So that means a lot of throwing, a lot of garbage time. Matt Stafford hopefully he still has a great arm. I know that injury might impact him a little bit, but he's still got a lot of weapons. And if he's trying to come back in garbage time, that means it's a pretty good thing for fantasy. Kyler Murray at 22, which is interesting. He's going to miss a lot of time. I don't see that. I don't see that happening. So bump him down a lot. Got Derek Carr, Kenny Pickett, and then I was actually I was actually on the all list. Let's go back to QB. CJ Stroud, Sam Howell, Jimmy Garoppolo. A lot of these are lower end QB2 candidates. Derek Carr's not that great of a QB, but he's a perfect fit for the Saints, at least what they've had for the past couple of seasons. I don't think they've upgraded their QB talent that much with the Derek Carr signing. Sorry, Saints fans. Kenny Pickett, a little worried if you're a Steelers fan. He didn't look good. Hopefully he fixes some of the issues he's got going on and has a better year. We'll see. CJ Stroud, I think he's going to be a star. I love his demeanor. He was the only one at Michael Rubin's party, so that says something. He's the elite of that class, I think. Excited to watch him in the Texans, see how he plays. Again, we'll see how this ages. Sam Howell, unfortunately, I dropped him for Tyler Beatty in the NFL Replica Association, and still beating myself up for that. I hope he does bad. That way I won't feel as bad, but, not surprising if he takes Eric Bieniemy's offense and really lights it up. Got Jimmy Garoppolo, who might actually not be the quarterback for the Raiders. If his injury woes are still there, I think... I haven't been following up, but I guess he's expected to be ready, so... Let's see. Mac Jones, pretty down low. I think he improves. I think he'll be a solid QB2, mid to late QB2. That offense should be a lot better, but they didn't really add a whole lot in terms of receiving weapons for him. Desmond Ridder, big wild card. My team really depends on how well he plays. So I think he's going to play well. That's usually how it goes. If you own the player, you think they're going to do well. Tannehill, Trey Lance, Brock Purdy. Ooh, look at that. Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. You saw them in the intro. I think Trey Lance is done. He is garbage. Sorry, his career never really got off to a start. It's really unfortunate, but it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Tannehill, this is his last season as a Titan, I'm pretty sure. Purdy, hopefully he's not hurt, but he might have the moxie to be a starter in this league, despite being the last pick. His arm strength is a little weak, but, in Kyle Shanahan's system, it doesn't have to be a strong arm. So if he can still execute, he'll be a starter in this league for a while, at least under Kyle Shanahan's offense. Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask, who cares? Will Levis and Jacoby Brissett rounding out the QB3 range, and I'll probably stop here because we don't need to go further than that. I do think Jacoby Brissett takes over for Sam Howell eventually. He did pretty well last season in Cleveland, to be honest. Going back to Will Levis, I don't think he's going to be that good. I think Tannehill holds the job for the whole season, and once Tannehill is out, they'll put in Will Levis, and the Titans will be mid yet again. There you have it. Those are my predictions for QBs for this upcoming season. I'll probably take a look back at the end of next season and see how I did. Stay strong, fellow football fans. We're almost through the dead period. Just another couple weeks. I am actually going to Seahawks training camp on the 30th, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to tonight to watch the QB documentary on Netflix. All right, it's good to be back on. Remember, get your waivers in. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.